Hey, it's Chris Carlone for TheaterMania.com. Today we have for you an exclusive interview with two-time Tony Award-winning legendary and acclaimed actor Jonathan Pryce, who's starring in BAM's new production of Harold Pinter's The Caretaker. This also happens to be BAM's 150th year. That's a lot to celebrate, so let's talk with Jonathan. What is it like to be back in New York to perform again, and in particular to perform at BAM at the Harvey Theater for the first time?
Well, it was my choice, really. So I got no one to blame but myself.
You think I'd go to do your dirty work for you all up and down them stairs just so I could sleep in this lousy, filthy hole every night, don't big boy?
I'm really excited to be here with a play at last. I did my first play here in 1976 as a young man, a play called Comedians. And then I was briefly here with the play Accidental Death of an Anarchist, which ran for 2 years in London without me and 2 weeks in New York with me. So I've got something to prove. I want to show people that I can do a play, and it can run longer than 2 weeks.
Treating me like a bloody animal? Well, I never been inside a nut house.
It's over 2 years ago since I last performed this play, and at the time I'd been asked by Christopher Morrohan, the director. We were doing a TV show together, and he said, had I ever thought of playing Davis? And I said it was something I knew I always wanted to do, I played Mick in 1980 for the BBC and at the National Theatre. And I said, I really want to play Davis, and there are two places I want to do it. One is the Liverpool Everyman, where I started in 1972, and I wanted to make this sentimental journey back to Liverpool and do one more play there before they pulled the old building down. So I got my wish came true, and Joe Melillo came from BAM to see the production in London and invited us to bring it here.
I think it's about time you found somewhere else. I don't think we're hitting it off.
Found somewhere else?
Yes.
Me? You're talking to me? Me, boy? You?
What?
You better find somewhere else.
The play represents so many aspects of humanity, and one of them is that this man's desperate need to be accepted and to be loved and just to have a home.
Yes, well, I don't think you're really suitable.
Not suitable? Well, I can tell you that someone thinks I'm suitable, and I'm staying on the air as caretaker.
So one of the things that I found really interesting that I read recently was when you're on a movie set, sometimes you just long for the theater to be back on stage again. Yeah. And I'm just really interested what it is about theater for you that's so rewarding that brings you back every time.
I love it. When it's at its best, it can be very exciting. And I'm finding this with The Caretaker, that it is one of the most exciting times I've spent on stage, and it's a joy to do.
It was funny you said that to me. Now I know I can trust.
I think if anyone has any preconceptions about Pinter, that it is dark and obscure and a bit arty, they're going to have those preconceptions taken away from them. It's one of his most accessible plays from that period. It is a kind of complete view of humanity. And what you try to provoke in people is a compassion for those people on stage, the struggles they have. And it is surprisingly funny, certainly the way we do it.
Where were you born?
Well, it's a bit hard to say, like, you go back a long way and lose a bit of track, like,
And we've had great response both in, wherever we played it. The response has been great, and it's a very positive reaction we've had. And it's very rewarding for us to play it that way.
For tickets and information to The Caretaker, go to TheaterMania.com.